Our next segment is sponsored by our good friends at Gateway Bank, a local bank focusing on growing your personal or business finances. It's called Community Spotlight, and it allows us to highlight the strong nonprofit community that we have here in Mesa. This morning, I'd like to welcome to the stage representing Ryan House, Development Director Margan Miller and Executive Director Alyssa Crockett. Please welcome Margan and Alyssa. Welcome.
Wow.
Good to have you here.
Great to be here.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about Ryan House.
So Ryan House cares for Arizona's most medically fragile children and helps them navigate life-limiting or end-of-life journeys. So as our children who are diagnosed maybe at birth or have suffered a traumatic incident are living longer lives because of these wonderful advances in medicine, Ryan House comes in and helps them live their best lives possible and helps their whole family navigate this journey with wonderful support and a community of support that is always there for them.
That's great. Is this, was it started here in Mesa?
No, it started actually in Phoenix, Arizona. We opened in 2010. We're one of 2 facilities doing this kind of work in the country, but we serve many families from Mesa in the East Valley.
That's great. Now, it's 100% community funded, is that correct?
It is. Our annual operating budget is about $3 million, and it's all community supported. There is no reimbursement right now for the type of work that we're doing, and we're trying to change that. But in the meantime, it's all good folks like you and the businesses, local organizations who support us.
That's great. Well, I know that you've got an upcoming fundraiser, I'm guessing.
We do.
Tell us about that, Margan.
We have our 13th annual Run for Ryan House, which is being held right here in Mesa at Riverview Park on Saturday, October 7th. We welcome walkers, runners, strollers, dogs, anybody to come out. We have a 5K, a little competitive 5K, and we also have a family fun walk. It's our opportunity to really engage our families to come out and participate and give back to Ryan House. You had mentioned you don't hear zero very often. None of our families are ever charged for our services. Each child receives 28 days of respite care, and if it does turn into an end-of-life journey, that's unlimited days. So that $3 million helps support our families not having to pay for our services.
Wow. That's probably, what, 4 weeks from tomorrow? Mm-hmm. So there's plenty of time to train. I know I'm going to start in the morning. I'm thinking I'm going to start tomorrow morning.
Good job.
I'm going to start training for the...
Well, walkers are welcome as well. So it's a nice, flat, fast course. So you're going to be good.
Okay. When you say I need a walker, is that what you're telling me?
Pardon, no. Although if you do want to participate that way, that's absolutely...
I'll be on a hoverboard. Anyway. Well, that's great. In addition to the walk and supporting you that way, what else can people do to be involved and supportive of Ryan House?
Please visit our website, ryanhouse.org. We need volunteers. We need folks to come in and do many things. Cook for our kids, help us keep the house clean, play with the kids, read books, help us out at the run, help us out at our different events that are community-based, and get the word out.
We have a wish list on our website, so while we always want financial support, some people just love to come and fill our pantry with snacks, and kids love to bake, so cake mixes and frosting and cookie making. So all of those things help us keep our expenses down by the generosity of the greater Phoenix community.
That's great. Well, as a side note, and we thank you very much for taking the time to be here and tell us about Ryan House, we have a crack research team at Mesa Morning Live. We don't just allow anybody to come on the show. We do some background checks. And Alyssa, in your background check, it revealed that you've written a screenplay and it was produced. Is this something we might see in the future? What did you write, and tell us about that?
Oh my goodness. That was about 14 years ago when I had my daughter, and it was a 24-hour, it's good to be back in the theater, 24-hour sort of guerrilla screenwriting contest. And boy, that was another lifetime ago.
Well, you're on stage now.
Yes.
We have cameras rolling if you'd like to.
Oh, no.
If you'd
I
like
was the
to
writer.
Say a couple lines.
I was behind the scenes. I was the writer.
If you'd like to act out a scene at all.
I'd like these guys to do that.
No, they'll do it. Well, you know, it's in the theme of everything, the spelling bee. Give us the website and spell it out for us, but people can go and see. And if they're not right, if they misspell their own website, I want you to come up with something. Spell the website where people can find out. How's that for direction?
Okay.
Spell it out for us.
RYANHOUSE.org. How'd I do?
You've made it to the next round. You didn't hear the buzzer. Well, thank you very much for what you do. Any last thing you'd like to say?
Thank you so much for listening. If you know someone who would love to participate in the run, please share our website. Also, if you know a family who could possibly use our services, this is another way for us to reach out our tentacles and get into the community, because you never know if somebody you know who knows someone that could possibly use our services. So spread the word.
That's great. Well, keep up the good work. Are you going to hang around afterwards? Mm-hmm. Okay, they'll be milling around out there if you got any questions. In the meantime, how about a nice round of applause as we send them off to, I'm sure, something entertaining. Morgan and Alyssa, thank you so much.
Thank you.